Today we're going to be making vegan marinara. Today I'm going to be using my Instant Pot to make this. You can even do it on the stove top. I'm going to start by adding some oil to my Instant Pot and setting it to saute. Then while that's getting warm, I'm going to cut up the onion. I'm going to start by preparing my onion. I'm going to use 2 small onions in place of 1 large onion. To start, I'm going to add a tablespoon of olive oil to my Instant Pot, and I'm going to set it on the saute function. While I wait for the oil to warm, I'm going to cut up my onion. I'm using 2 small onions today. You can also just use 1 large onion. If you're making this on the stove top, you'll want to finely dice it just so that it will cook a little bit faster. But because I'm using my Instant Pot and then I'm going to immersion blend it, it doesn't have to be very fine. So I'm just roughly chopping it. You'll want to saute the onions until they're translucent. Just going to stir that around. The marinara sauce I'm making is more like a bolognese, so I'm going to roughly chop up 3 small carrots. If you're making this on the stovetop, you'll again want to dice these up smaller so that it'll cook a little bit faster. And then I'm also using 1 zucchini. And 3 celery stalks. And then all that can just go right in the Instant Pot or your stovetop pot. If you do oil-free, then instead of adding oil, you can just add a cup of water to your pot, just to keep everything from sticking. Now we're going to add our seasonings. I'm going to add 2 heaping tablespoons of minced garlic. If you are using clove garlic, then you can use 6 cloves of garlic. I'm going to add 2 bay leaves, and then I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. A teaspoon of black pepper, and 3 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. I'm going to mix that all together. Now I'm going to add 1 28-ounce can of tomato sauce, 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, and a 12-ounce can of tomato paste. Now I'm going to add 2.5 cups of water. I like using the water to rinse out the cans, and then I'm just going to stir everything together, and then I'm going to add the remaining water and mix everything together again. If you'd like, you can add a tablespoon of white granulated sugar to help with the acidity of the tomato. And I'm going to add the tomato paste right on top, and I'm not going to stir it after I add it. Because in the Instant Pot it tends to burn if you do that, if you stir it. So I'm just going to put it right on top. If you're doing it on the stove, you can mix it in, just make sure that you're stirring it fairly frequently so that it doesn't burn to the bottom, or you can just let it simmer for an hour or two and then mix it in. I'm going to put the lid on and I'm going to put it to the sealing position. And now I'm just going to set it for 30 minutes. And that's it. If you're making this on the stovetop, you'll cook it for an hour to 2 hours. It just depends on how thick you want it and how it tastes to you. And now we wait. Once it's done pressure cooking, you're going to let it naturally release. It shouldn't take more than 30 minutes, so if it's still pressurized after 30 minutes of natural releasing, you can vent it the rest of the way. There, we're going to immersion blend it until it's a nice smooth consistency and then serve it. I hope you enjoyed this vegan marinara. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.